Hello, Sean, it's Rudy Giuliani. And I want to congratulate you for running for public office. According to your friend Connor, who set this up through Cameo, you're currently running for what he calls a small local government here in Washington. Well, I got to tell you, this is where it really counts right now at local government level. Look at what the parents did as they found out what was happening to their children in the public schools throughout America, where they were being indoctrinated. I mean, I'm going to tell you what they were being indoctrinated in. I mean, I know how it plays out, but I'm going to tell you where it comes from, because I've been a student of communism from the time I was in school and during my early days in the Reagan administration. And I know some people think this is like McCarthyism or whatever the heck, but they're on a course right now that virtually tracks every single step that Marx, Engels, Lenin, and Mao laid out for how you make a government a dictatorship and a communist dictatorship. I mean, Biden is doing every single thing that takes you there. Now, I don't think he knows it, but I think the people around him know it. This is like Roosevelt in the latter days of his administration when he didn't know who the hell he was. And he gave away our country at Yalta. But it's worse. It's worse. So we got to correct it from the bottom up. My hero and the president I work for, the only one I think I officially work for, was Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan always felt that the most important government was the government closest to the people. So whatever Connor says here about it's a small local government, I understand what he's saying. That's the government closest to the people. That's where we can fix it. That's where we can get them to know the rights that have been taken away from them. Freedom of religion. Gosh almighty, the censorship in this country now is as bad as it is in a communist country. Freedom to defend ourselves. They'd love to take that away from us. And due process, my goodness. I mean, a Republican is raided in the morning by the FBI and ripped apart in the media and leaked and either not charged or charged with something that is some kind of either minor crime or made up crime. And Democrats get away with, like the Bidens, $30 billion in bribery. $1.5 billion Chinese communist investment in their private equity fund. I mean, Biden took money from our number one enemy in the world. How the hell is he president of the United States except because of a corrupt media, corrupt political party at the very top? It's a terrible thing to say the Democratic Party is corrupt, because that indicts a whole group of people. But the reality is, at the very top, it's rotting. You know how it rots from the top? Well, you look at the Clintons and you look at the Biden or the Pelosi's, and they're all millionaires. How the hell did they become millionaires? I was a prosecutor for most of my life. I got a nose for it. They're a bunch of damn crooks, major crooks. People who sold out our country. So you keep going. We need you. We need you involved. We need you involved in, I wish I knew the office you were running for, but it's significant. And understanding these values of our way of life are significant. And this is what made America great. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, not shutting me off because I'm talking about the Hunter Biden hard drive, which contains proof of 30 years of criminal conspiracy that amounted to about $30 million that the Biden family amassed selling his public offices, which he was directly involved in. Money went directly to him, all on the hard drive. Get Miranda Devine's book, Hard Drive from Hell. It's very, very brief. It's only about 200 pages, but it nails it. And I've got the proof two rooms away from me right here. I don't say things without proof, including the election fraud. So we need you to save our republic. I know that sounds a little, but we need it at the local level. So you stay in it and go to rudyscommonsense.com. Hit subscribe. You'll get all my podcasts. You'll be able to communicate with me. Let me know whatever questions you have, or you can do it. Connor knows how to get me through Cameo. I'd love to help you, Sean, and really encourage you to run. This is what we needed at the local level. I just came back from a holiday party for the Young Republicans of New York. Now, New York, like your state is, whoa. I think New York could be a socialist. The city is definitely gone. It's a socialist enterprise. State pretty close. But we've got a lot of enthusiastic young Republicans. My son is running for governor of New York. And met a lot of good people running for Congress with a really good chance that we'll win, 50, 60, 70 seats in Congress, in the House, and then in the Senate. And then we got to be ready for 24, but we do it at the local level. We got so many more better people than they do because of their crazy ideas. I don't know if you saw that the 12 cities already in America have reached their record level of homicides. Never before did these cities have as many homicides. They're all Democrat. And the two on their way to it are Democrat. Minneapolis is one of them. I can't remember the other one. All Democrat. All Democrat. The whole crime problem is based on Democrat ideas. You know that, being from the state of Washington. So God bless you. Keep in touch. Go to rudyscommonsense.com. Hit subscribe. I hope it gives you some really good ideas for your campaign, and maybe you can communicate back to me really good ideas. So God bless you, Sean, and God bless you for running. And believe me, you're doing something extraordinarily important at a very critical time for our country.